Pythagoras theorem. In mathematics, the Pythagorean theorem, also known as Pythagoras theorem, is a fundamental relation in Euclidean geometry among the three sides of a right triangle. It states that the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of squares of other two sides. The theorem can be written as an equation relating the lengths of the sides A, B, and C, often called the Pythagorean equation, where C represents the length of the hypotenuse and A and B the lengths of triangle's other two sides. Although it is often argued that knowledge of theorem predates him, the theorem is named after the ancient Greek mathematician Pythagoras, as it is he who by tradition is credited with its first proof, although no evidence of it exists. There is some evidence that Babylonian mathematicians understood the formula, although little of it indicates an application within a mathematical framework. Mesopotamian, Indian, and Chinese mathematicians all discovered the theorem independently and, in some cases, provided proofs for special cases. The theorem. It states that in a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. History. The Pythagorean theorem was known long before Pythagoras, but he may well have been the first to prove it. In any event, the proof attributed to him is very simple and is called a proof by rearrangement. The two large squares shown in the figure each contain four identical triangles, and the only difference between the two large squares is that the triangles are arranged differently. Therefore, the white space within each of the two large squares must have equal area. Equating the area of the white space is the Pythagorean theorem. That Pythagoras originated this very simple proof is sometimes inferred from the writings of the later Greek philosophers and mathematicians Proclus. Several other proofs of this theorem are described below, but this is known as Pythagorean one. According to Thomas L. Heath, no specific attribution of the theorem to Pythagoras exists in the surviving Greek literature from the 5 centuries after Pythagoras' theorem. However, when authors such as Plutarch and Cicero attributed the theorem to Pythagoras, they did so in a way which suggests that attribution is widely known and undoubted. Whether this formula is rightly attributed to the Pythagoras personally, one can safely assume that it belongs to the very oldest period of Pythagoras mathematicians. Applications of the Pythagoras theorem. First one, incommensurable lengths. The spiral of Pythagoras, a construction for line segments which lengths whose ratios are the square root of a positive integer. One of the consequences of the Pythagoras theorem is that line segments whose lengths are incommensurable can be constructed using a straight edge and compass. Pythagoras theorem enables construction of incommensurable lengths because the hypotenuse of a triangle is related to the side by square root operation. The figure on the right shows how to construct line segments whose lengths are in the ratio of the square root of any positive integer. Each triangle has a side that is chosen unit for measurement. With each right triangle, Pythagoras theorem establishes the length of the hypotenuse in terms of its unit. If a hypotenuse is related to the unit by the square root of a positive integer, that is not a perfect square. It is a realization of a length incommensurable with the unit, such as root 2, root 3, root 5. For more detail, see quadratic relation. Incommensurable length computed with the Pythagorean holds concept of numbers as only whole numbers. The Pythagorean rule defaults with proportions by comparison of integers multiples of a common subunit. Second one, Pythagorean trigonometric identity. Similar right triangles show sine and cos of angle theta. In a right triangle, if sides A, B and hypotenuse C, trigonometry determines the sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to in bracket a square plus b square divided by 6 square. Third one, relation to the cross product. The area of a parallelogram as a cross product vectors A and B identify a plane and A into B is normal to this plane. With NA and a unit vector normal to both A and B. The relationship follows from these definitions and the Pythagorean trigonometric identity. This also be used to define the cross product. By rearranging the following equation is obtained. This can be considered as a condition on the cross product and so part of its definition, for example in several dimensions. Space diagonal. Pythagorean triples. A Pythagorean triple has three positive integers a, b and c such that a square plus b square is equal to c square. In other words, a Pythagorean triple represents the lengths of the sides of a right triangle where all three sides have integer lengths. Next procedure. Take a big square and mark the measurement such that A of certain length and B of remaining length. Now draw squares to the length A and B. Then draw diagonals to the corresponding rectangles remaining. Now cut all pieces as shown in the figure. Then note that area of the big square is equal to the sum of areas of two squares and the four triangles. Now rearrange the figures such that a big is formed as shown in the figure. B. To prove Pythagoras theorem using area of trapezium. Written as an equation relating the lengths of the sides A, B and C, often called the Pythagorean equation, where C represents the length of the hypotenuse and A and B the lengths of the triangle's other two sides.